Stephanie and welcome to my channel, Edible Thoughts Makes. This channel is where I share with you my works in progress, finished projects, books I'm reading, things I'm cooking up, funny things the kids say. My hope is that as you watch this episode and the previous episodes that you find some inspiration along the way. So as I mentioned in my previous episode, this episode and some of the following ones will be a little bit different than what my earlier ones have been because of the COVID-19 global pandemic. We are currently sheltering in place and practicing social distancing. I suppose not practicing in the sense that you're like trying out, but practicing as in adhering to social distancing measures to flatten the curve. The kids are home 24/7 and we are doing distance learning for school at home. So it does make it a little more challenging to carve out larger chunks of uninterrupted time. And therefore, my hope is to share with you content in like 15 minutes or so that or less of compilation of different videos and photos throughout our day. It may be one day, it may be several days, it may be a whole week together. We'll just kind of see what happens. So today is April 12th. It is Sunday, Easter Sunday, and this is episode 25. It is snowing. It is early afternoon now, and it has been snowing all morning. Maybe an inch at least. The grass is completely covered. We still see tons of birds though, and the cardinals, the bright red cardinals, are so bright and vibrant in this white snow, as are the yellow goldfinches. It is so fun to see them, and the only prints you see on the snow outside are ones from the squirrels who are still running around all over the place, and the birds that are landing for a little break. It is so fun to see their footprints, their little trails everywhere. We have a lot of chickadees as well. So this morning I made some pancakes, and oh, there's a northern junco. They're so pretty. I made some pancakes and I made them into bunny shapes, or as bunny shaped as they could be with 2 ears. And some of them I made them more oval-ish shape to make them look like Easter eggs, and we put some sprinkles on them. So that was fun. And then I made the Smitten Kitchen whole lemon bar recipe. I decreased the sugar by a little bit, and then I doubled the filling amount, because if I remember making it before, the amount of crust filling came out pretty thin. And if you like that, great. I just felt like it was easy enough to double the filling, and it's so yummy. It'll be perfect for an afternoon cup of coffee, a little treat. This morning my husband did a great scavenger hunt for the kids. So my husband is definitely like an investigator type thinker, and he loves riddles and things like that. So we have the colorful plastic Easter eggs that we just save to use year after year. So we've used them for several years in a row. And inside them, he put letter clues, and then he also gave them this wheel. So there's like an inside wheel and an outside wheel with the letters of the alphabet, and then you have to line them up to like decipher your clue. So then the eggs had certain letters in them that you had to line up for your clue to figure out where your last prize was. And we have 2 little girls, and he actually made separate ones for each one so that they could find their own. So he would say like, you need to go find 4 blue eggs, 2 green eggs, and 1 yellow egg or something. And the other one had to go find 8 pink eggs and 3 purple eggs or something like that. So they had like different eggs divided up so that they could find their own, and then they would have their own letters, which would then lead them to their own clues. I mean, it was brilliant. I'm not sure I would have the brain power to put that together right now, but it was really cool, and the kids really enjoyed it, and it was super fun. So I wanted to show you the wheel that the kids were using for their scavenger hunt. So it has letters on the outside and the inside, and I put in a twist tie in the middle so that it can turn, since we don't have those brass twisty things to use. So this morning at 11, our church had sent out an email to all the musicians musicians to play the same piece for Easter service, since we're obviously not all gathering together, but a way to play together. And it was supposed to be more of like a music flash mob, so we were supposed to play outside, like in our yards, or open the windows and stuff if you couldn't move your instrument outside, like a piano. But since it is snowing, I'm guessing most people played from inside and maybe just opened the windows. So we opened the windows and I just played really loudly, but not sure if anybody heard because there aren't as many walkers outside today, but it was still pretty cool and it was fun to do. So yeah, so that was our morning. We'll see what we have going on this afternoon. We have a nice fire crackling, and we'll just enjoy the time and probably call a bunch of family to wish them a happy Easter and just kind of check in and see how they're doing. I hope you are having a wonderful time. Well, I may or may not pop back in later, but I hope you have a wonderful day, a restful Sunday, and I'll see you later. Cheers.